Morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. I'm not sure how long this stream is going to be. I wanted to have one where we sit down with Trovo chat, YouTube chat, and we just talk about COD Mobile and the state of things. Because as it is right now, it's just very, very difficult for me to make entertaining stream content, you know? So I kind of want to hear you guys' thoughts on COD Mobile right now. I want to talk about it, feel like what I think could improve, because I don't think the game is dead, but I also don't think that it's trending in a positive direction. Happy birthday, Alexis. But yeah, hope you're all having a fantastic day today. I heard Katana's getting nerfed. Yeah, I believe the at least part of the patch notes is out, and it does entail the Katana getting nerfed. So why the title is so deep? I don't feel like it's deep at all. I feel like it's a pretty straightforward title, if I'm being honest. Haven't played this season. Yeah, you have your own skin? Yes, I do. That is correct. Talk about COD M, huh? Yeah. Day, I would love to hear your thoughts on COD M. Obviously, you don't necessarily see as much of the day-to-day. You see more like the esports side. COD M needs to overhaul multiplayer and BR rank system so it feels like a real rank. Yeah, I think that is definitely one of the biggest needs. Especially having played a lot of Apex Mobile ranked recently. I don't think Apex Mobile is by any means the standard of a perfect rank system. It has a lot of bugs, but I think one of the things that it does have is like actual significant penalties that incentivize you to learn how to play the game correctly. I think the biggest issue with COD Mobile, both on the BR and the rank side, or both on the BR and multiplayer side of things, as far as the rank system goes, is it's just as easy to rank up as it is to rank down, and it should be more difficult to rank up the further up that you get. And it's kind of the opposite, like especially on the multiplayer side of things, if you're low rank, it's pretty much impossible to derank. Like, even if you have a terrible game, you don't really lose points. And if you're a low rank and you win, you automatically go up like an entire rank, you know? I don't know. I think that's definitely one thing. I think there's a lot of things that could be changed on the rank side of things. Switch playing COD M daily to playing it 2 to 3 days a week. I know they have the, what's it called? I don't even know what it's called. Basically, opportunities to earn free CP by playing the 2v2s or free-for-alls or whatever it is. I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out. I feel like it's a lot of energy put into something that nobody really asked for. So I'm curious. Main thing is I'm curious. I think it was made to appeal to casuals, but all the sweats are going to switch over to it, and it's going to make it unplayable for casuals. Is my stream delayed? No. Am I going to play this stream? I don't know. I might play COD Mobile a little bit. Thoughts on Blacklist versus Tribe? I think Tribe would win. I talked about it on Twitter, and Image, who coached both teams, also thinks Tribe would win. So I don't think it's really outside of the realm of possibility or the realm of reasonability to say that. Roadmap was very disappointing. I don't know if we can call it a roadmap. Yeah, I wouldn't really call it a roadmap. It was the roadmap showed the exact same thing that we've had for the last 2 years for esports. So my expectation was they were going to drop that, and then later in the week, because of just the dates that Blake had teased, I assumed that we were going to get like Masters announcements or something else. I think there can still be Masters announcements. I think there needs to be Masters announcements, because if we don't have Masters announcements, it's just going to be really like, you can't have an esports scene that's built around what, only 3 months of actual meaningful action. Because let's be honest, when it comes to stage 3, none of the actual good teams are ever worried about stage 3. Like, there's only one situation where the best teams didn't make it through stage 3, and that was for NA with Arsenal. Outside of that, like, if you just get an actual logical bracket, which is the way it should be set up anyway, why are y'all just adding me? Is it just so your text pops up in orange? Y'all are gonna make me close out YouTube chat. Will you watch the Garena Invitational? Yeah, probably. Stage 3 needs to be streamed and they need to be longer. I agree. Stage 3 definitely needs to be streamed. That's one of the only opportunities for like unknown teams to actually get recognition. Obviously, you have like tournaments like Mobile Mayhem and everything, but like, that's not going to be the same level of viewership, and they have the potential to put that on the actual COD Mobile esports channels and get people like real recognition, you know? Less bots in BR, what do you think? I was on board the less bots in BR train for the last 2.5 years. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think the only thing that can make BR interesting for me outside of like actual competitive stuff is adding like a real ranked mode. I know a lot of people say, what do you mean a real ranked mode? BR doesn't have a real, if it has bots, it's not a ranked mode. And also BR does not incentivize getting kills at all, so people just camp the whole time. Did you, iFerg and Noah, quit playing COD M? I literally posted a COD Mobile video last night. Noah might be done, I don't know. No, I think I would imagine he's probably just, I know Noah's out of town, and prior to him going out of town, he had only recorded Apex content, so that's probably the reason he hasn't posted it recently. I don't think CODM's gonna invest a whole lot of just resources into BR now that we know that Warzone Mobile's coming. I think they're pretty much gonna put all the rest of their resources into that and kind of let BR be what it is. Sano's the only one who switched completely. Sanho didn't switch completely. He posted a COD Mobile video like 2 days ago. And also, Sanho, to be honest, I don't consider, I mean, yes, Sanho is a COD Mobile YouTuber, but he was more like it was pretty well known he was just like a temporary COD Mobile YouTuber, you know? Like, he never had plans for that to be his main thing. Will Warzone Mobile kill CODM? So I've talked about this a lot. I don't think it's really going to impact multiplayer, and to be honest, I think that Warzone Mobile is going to have less, not necessarily worse optimization. I think it's just going to have higher requirements than even Apex Mobile, which as it is already pretty much only runs well on high-end devices. So I think people with low-end devices are still going to play COD Mobile BR. I don't think the drop of Warzone Mobile is going to impact multiplayer all that much, because Warzone isn't really, like, as far as esports go, it's not like a true competitive shooter, and they've never really been able to build a real rule set around it anyway. So I think Warzone will be great for casuals. I think as far as esports go, COD Mobile multiplayer is still going to be the go-to, but tough to say. Played a lot of COD M over 18 months, in my humble opinion. We need more maps and game modes in multiplayer rank. There needs to be a nerf to K9. Melee persistence, removing bots and pubs would be nice too. I don't think they'll ever remove bots from pubs. I don't think adding more maps is really going to do all that much either. I think as it is, like, the game still plays the same regardless of what map you're playing on. I agree with most of the other stuff that you said. For a game like COD M, whose esports scene is dying at a fast pace, Activision shouldn't invest $2 million into championship finals. They should conduct 2 Masters tournaments of 100K each for every region. Yeah, I would definitely love to see the... It's not 2 mil, it's 1.7 mil that's going into stage 5 prizing. But I think a lot of people in the esports scene have said, hey, take a fat chunk out of that, run esports tournaments throughout the year in different regions, It'll do a lot more. I 100% agree. I have a gut feeling there's a lot of esports stuff that they haven't announced yet, but I don't know why they would like announce the roadmap as a roadmap if there was more stuff. So I'm like conflicted internally because it doesn't make sense to me that they would run fewer events in 2022 than they ran in 2021 if they're putting more money into the esports scene and they want to be progressing as well. That's why it's confusing to me. Because I know they have good, like I've talked to them, I know they have good ideas in regards to esports, but then we get the roadmap and it's just the same stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we've gotten every year. So it's just confusing. Remove bullet spread accuracy entirely. There's like 1,000 things that need to be changed before we worry about removing bullet spread accuracy. Bobby, do you think Warzone Mobile is going to break low-end devices and the players? I don't think it's going to break it. I just think low-end devices aren't going to be able to play it, which obviously people won't be happy about. But for maps that are meant to hold 150 players and for a relatively high graphic requirement type of game like Warzone, it kind of makes sense. Like, it's not like you can run... It's not like Warzone runs well on Xbox Ones and PS4s. Not like you can play Warzone on a $500 laptop, you know? Like, it's not super surprising. I'm not saying it's 100% going to be that way, but if I had to guess, Garena is probably the best esports competitive region. I would say as far as like running events and everything, Garena has always been ahead of Global. I don't know really why it is. It might be... I would assume it's because I believe Garena is the same people that run Free Fire esports, and Free Fire is like the most viewed esport in the world, so makes sense. Do you think that Warzone Mobile will kill Apex Legends Mobile? I think they'll have two very distinct, different audiences. Like I said, Apex is built more for esports than Warzone is. Warzone is definitely much more of a casual BR. So I think they will have two different audiences. I don't think either of them is going to ever be able to run super well on low-end devices. So I don't know that they're going to make a huge chunk in games like Free Fire or PUBG like that can run on low-end devices without having any issues. But we'll see. I'm curious. I feel like Apex is going to do better than Warzone Mobile. Like I said, Warzone is a more casual shooter, and casuals make up a much larger portion of the fan base than competitive. So, like, if you are very much into having a balanced playing field, wanting to be very strategic, being dedicated to ranking up and wanting to improve, then Apex probably going to be your game. But if you just want to, like, hop into a couple games with the boys, then it's going to be a much better option for you to play Warzone. Don't know why it says 13 months. It's more than that. It says 24 on my screen. So thanks for the 24 months, Dave. Can we get some member hype in chat? If a game is getting more downloads, I can say it's not dying, but it's not in a good state for players. Yeah, I mean, I talked about this. Maybe one of my mods can link the video in the comments for both chats, but I did a video on the Bobby Reacts channel talking about basically how there had been Twitter conversations. Ferg had posted his video about how COD Mobile is not dying because the average monthly players is going up. But while the average monthly players is going up, the overall interest in the game, the searches for the game on YouTube, which is typically a relatively direct correlation with people actually being invested in the game, is at an all-time low. So while the casual players are at an all-time high, people that are actually like reaching legendary, people that are doing their research on the game, people getting interested in the esports scene is at an all-time low. So while it can be deceptive in showing that, yeah, there's more players than ever before, or at least it's gaining more players than ever before, on the other side of things, those players aren't sticking around. If they don't want to nerf persistence, they can just nerf score streaks. Score streaks are too easy to get even without persistence. Yeah, I don't think it's that score streaks are too easy to get. I think it's that ranked itself is too easy, and so it seems like score streaks are too easy to get because there's not any real competition for the most part. If Valorant Mobile or Hyperfront has a large fan base of players, do you think that pros from COD M would go to that game due to its growth? I think there are definitely people, especially people that came from Critical Ops, that'll probably switch to Valorant Mobile whenever it launches. But also, COD Mobile is a very different pace. I think in general, mobile viewers like faster paced games, and because of that, COD Mobile will still have a very separate. Please pay more attention to Africa. Guys, there's no Amazon servers in Africa. There's not really anything, like, it's not like I can petition for it. I feel bad that Africa doesn't have any esports involvement or any servers, but there's not, like, go petition Amazon to put servers in Africa. I don't really know. When you play an Apex on stream, probably not till global. I play it on stream on Trovo all the time, so if you guys want to check it out there, trovo.live/BobbyPlays. What about restrictions in ranked, like banning persistence? I mean, I think that's the best option. I think implementing Champ's rule set into ranked, even if it's only for master and above, whatever that would be, I think overall it would be better for the health of competitive if you just implemented Champ's rule set into ranked. I don't think it would be difficult to do. Just have a separate screen where it restricts what you can and can't equip. I would say not allowing K9, not allowing persistence are probably a great start right there. I think that solves a lot of the problems with the issues with the rank system as well. I think if you combine that with making it so it's actually meaningful to reach legendary rank, and you've solved like 75% of the problem. I think banning certain guns in ranked, much more fun, but keep all the weapon categories just like one for every category. I think the weapon balance right now is in a pretty good spot. I don't see any issue with the current weapon balance. Obviously, there will always be meta guns, but I don't think there's anything that's super broken right now. I think the main issue, and this is what most people talked about, like they came out with at least the partial patch notes for today, and it's all about buffs and nerfs to guns, and I think the only thing people actually want is buffs and nerfs to persistence and K9 unit. Bobby, in Season 3, there will be more score points after killing a player, so that would... Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you do get more points for... basically for medals. So like the little medals that pop up at the top of the screen whenever you get a one shot, one kill, or whatever that is, you get more points for every kill. So another indirect nerf to indirect buff to persistence. Kilo's not even number one. As far as competitive goes, I would say the Kilo's number one, but for casual players, CBR is probably number one. Blacklist won't be as dominant this time because they'll face reveal... Oh, because they'll face real competition in Green Invitationals. I would definitely consider Almighty to be real competition. I think DG's the only other team that could really give them a run for their money, right? Like, they didn't lose a single match. Increasing average time to kill for all weapons would be nice. Yeah, but they want COD Mobile to be a casual shooter, so once again, I don't see that happening anytime soon. You can get around 200 points with the metal buffs per kill with hardline. Nice. Nice. Activision should learn from Halo on how to manage comp. I don't know if Halo would really be the golden child right now, because Halo from a viewership standpoint is not doing great outside of esports. But yeah, I think there's a lot of things that they do well. I feel like Halo kind of gotten forgotten after they did their first LAN event. Maybe it's just me, though. Can we have a stretched face? Oh, you mean this? Whoop. Siska with the tier 2 sub. Appreciate it. Can we get some sub hype in chat? COD M needs to think about OG and comp players, not just noobs and newbies. Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue facing the game right now. Too much Basically, all the updates are being catered toward casual players, and it does feel like players that actually want to improve are kind of forgotten. Prediction on this year's World Champs top 5. That's a tough question. I think there will be at least one China team in there. I think had everything been on land last year for like West and East, I think China would have won East. I think U9 would have, because they were playing on 100 ping the whole time. As far as overall top 5, I think Tribe will probably be in there. Outside of that, it's too tough to tell. What would happen after the release of Warzone Mobile? Most of the BR players go to Warzone. To be honest, I don't think that a very large portion of the current BR population is going to be able to run Warzone Mobile. Why are some players using the RPD? I don't know. Play horror games on Friday, and we'll call it Horror Friday. I don't like scary games, so I'm going to take a hard pass on that one. Rank needs a complete overhaul. Yeah, but people have been saying that for the last 2 years, you know? Will Caldera be added to COD M? No, there's no reason to expect that any Warzone maps will be added to COD Mobile. Warzone Mobile is going to be its own individual game. Is it true that COD M lags even on high-end devices except Sony Xperia because of their deal with Sony? Nope. What? It doesn't lag on my iPad. What? There are definitely people that experience lag on the Xperia as well. That's just a conspiracy theory. I literally can't remember last time I dropped a frame on my iPad. Thoughts on COD M adding thermal scopes and hybrid scopes? I don't think there's a purpose. Hybrid scopes could be fine, I guess, but once again, I think there's a million things that need to be added or removed before we worry about tiny little things like that, you know? When will Warzone Mobile launch? Oh no, when Warzone Mobile launches, will COD and BR will COD and BR be taken out? No. There's no reason to expect that COD and BR is going anywhere. I just don't expect that it will get nearly as many resources once Warzone Mobile comes out. What do you think about most COD M YouTubers not playing the game anymore? I mean, there's definitely just a natural life cycle to a game. COD M has been out for a really long time, and obviously there's only so much you can do to change the game mechanically, but I think also there's just a lot of frustration that a lot of the recommendations that have been made in the past have been ignored, and that's probably the bigger factor. I think also just because the viewership is down, people are looking at other games to post, because like for those of us that make YouTube videos for a living, we can't just keep posting videos on something that's constantly declining in viewership. So obviously I'm not going anywhere from COD Mobile, but I have to look at other options if I'm going to be able to like maintain YouTube as a career. Do you think season 3 will be a big change for the game? I think there are definitely some cool things that they're adding in season 3. I think the tournament, I don't even remember, the league thingy, it's not actually a league. I think it's a cool addition, but at the end of the day, if there's no major changes to rank, if there's no nerf to persistence, if there's no nerf to the K9 unit, then for the most part, the game will stay the same. They should increase player level from 150. Yeah, I saw that there's things where you can like get 100 XP from a bag of Doritos. If you like get 100 XP in COD Mobile from a bag of Doritos, I'm like, there are people that aren't level 150. Like, I don't even know who would make use of this. Please make a video on the KN-44. It's the number 3 gun right now. No, it's not. It's fun. I like the KN, but it's not anywhere close to number 3. Pretty sure even casual players hate the K9 unit. Yeah, the interesting thing about like the way that they do data gathering for the game and everything else, I'm curious if they just go based off how often things are used, or if they actually take polls on people's opinions. Because if they just go based off of the percentage of things that are used, then naturally people are going to gravitate toward the low skill things like persistence and K9. I'm curious if their data would change if they actually like took polls on how people felt about those things. I think that would be an interesting thing to know. Obviously, there's probably no way that we ever figure that out, but my friend says that there's no meta right now, but some say Katana is still meta. I mean, as long as melees can one-shot kinetic armor, like melee is going to be meta. At least up close, it just doesn't, you don't have to be able to aim, you know? Top 5 best Garena competitive snipers? I don't know. Thoughts on the Snoop Dogg skin coming? It looks like it's going to have his voice line, so that's pretty cool. I think the skin looks good. It fits well with the Miami theme. If you were a COD M developer, what would you do? If I was a COD M developer, what would I do? Number one, I wouldn't even nerf persistence or K9. I would just implement ranked rule set, or I would implement the champs rule set into ranked. So that would mean across the board, specific operators are removed, specific score streaks are removed, persistence is not allowed. It's certain restrictions on perks as well. I think overall you add that, completely overhaul the point system for ranked as well. So I think like once you get to, just for example, once you get to Grandmaster, I think the most points you should ever be able to gain is like 30, and I think based on your performance you should have the ability to lose like 90. So say you go like 3-27, that player should be, there's no reason that player only loses the same amount of points that they would gain if they won. Like if you go 3-27 in ranked, you should be losing 90 points. Absolutely no question. So I think a complete overhaul of the way the point system works as well, because like if you're going 3-27, then obviously you shouldn't be in Grandmaster rank in the first place. The entire purpose of a rank system is to put people in the proper rank so they're going up against people of similar skill level. If you're going that negative, you should be losing huge amounts of points, because you're also hurting the ability to enjoy the game for the people that are on your team too. So I think 90 is a lot. 27 deaths compared to 3 kills is a lot too. So that's the reasoning behind it. Those are the main things I would change. And I think a lot of people are like, well, then we can't get the ranked rewards. If there's no rarity to the ranked rewards, then what's the purpose? You know, like that's another thing is right now, nothing is rare in COD Mobile. Everybody has everything, and it's the YMCA model of sports. It's, you get a trophy, you get a trophy. You're bad, it's okay, you can be legendary. You're bad, it's okay, we'll give you score streaks via persistence. Like, it's the YMCA model of the rank system, and that's the reason that nobody that's actually good at the game plays ranked anymore. I feel like that solves a pretty big portion of the issues right now. I think having things that actually have some type of prestige, because the only thing in the game that has prestige anymore is the season 1 legendary frame. Like outside of that, nothing in the game really means anything, you know? I think a ranked overhaul is absolutely the biggest thing that's needed in the game. And then outside of a ranked overhaul, I think just across the board, increasing the time to kill would just, it's something that a mobile game especially needs, because nobody's playing on a wired connection. Everybody's playing on Wi-Fi. So the time to kill seems even faster when everybody's on a bad connection, because people are rounding corners and killing you before you can even like get a shot off, you know? I think overall across the board, raising time to kill would be a big W as well. I missed the dono. It's hard for COD M to make rank like that, because it would make all the casual players quit the game, because most casuals are bad. That's the thing though. Rank shouldn't be designed for casuals. It's hard for COD M to make rank like that, because it would make all casual players quit the game, because most casuals are bad. You can't have every single corner of the game be designed for casuals. Like, you have pubs for a reason. If you don't want to improve, if you don't want to actually learn how to play the game, then play pubs. Like it's extremely simple, and it's not like I'm saying every single rank should have that type of penalty. I'm not saying if you're in rookie tier or if you're in veteran tier and you go 3-27, you should lose 90 points. Like I think in those ranks it's okay to have like an even up and down. So like if you play well, then you gain 40, and if you play well on the losing team, then you only lose 20. I think there's a way to have an in-between so that you have an actual rank system. Because you look at literally any game with a good rank system. You look at League of Legends. You look at Apex Legends Mobile. There are so many good games out there that have an actual competitive rank system and at the same time have a game that casuals can enjoy. It's not like 100% you can only cater to competitive players or you can only cater to casuals. There is a way to cater to both of those, and the rank system should be the place where people who want to play competitively can go to actually play competitively without having to join a Discord server and join scrims and coordinate everything. Like there should be an easier way to get into that, you know? They need to do what Ferg said, a special rank for top 2,000 players with weapon bans and no persistence. I don't think that should be just for the top 2,000 players. I think it should just be ranked. Like, I shouldn't have to grind my butt off day after day to have a competitive environment to play in, you know? Current COD ranked is how pubs should be. Pubs are how practice versus AI should be. That's actually pretty accurate. When will we get a second chance at the pub class? Hopefully never, because I hate that class. I think there should be a rule set for rank, not only top 2K. 100% agree. We need an official petition for this. I'm gonna be honest, petition's not gonna do anything, you know? I'm gonna try to, I was supposed to have a conversation with them and it just never really got back to me. I'm gonna try to, maybe I'll just send them the entire VOD of this stream, because I feel like there's a lot of good, if you guys think anything that I'm saying is bad and like, no, terrible idea, please let me know in the comments, but please give me like an actual reason and don't just say no, bad, you know? Give us league play system from console, but without the broken SR system. I haven't played league play, but I'm all for a competitive rank system. Because the only way casual players won't quit the game is to make rank easy, so they'll grind for rewards. I don't think casual players grind for rank rewards. There's so many ways to get free skins and things without playing ranked. Like, the ranked rewards are not anything impressive at all. Right? Like, this season we had, what? An epic CBR skin that was literally just a rare skin with the epic label put on it, you know? What would you change in BR to make it competitive with Apex? I don't think COD MBR is ever going to be competitive. Like I said, I think now that Warzone Mobile has been announced, I think COD MBR is going to get relatively minimal resources and for the most part, probably just stay the same. You get most of the rank rewards without reaching legendary. Exactly. You know? And that's the thing, like, if you want every single player to be able to get every single reward in the game, you're never going to retain people that actually want to compete. Like, there's got to be some type of motivation for actually being good at the game. You don't have to be good at the game to get any ranked rewards. It's literally just about the amount of time that you put in. Because eventually, with the way that skill-based matchmaking works in ranked, even if you're going 3-27 every game, that means you're going to get better and better teammates every game, and they're going to carry you to higher ranks. Patch notes released yet? Partial patch notes. I don't think it's everything, but there are partial patch notes. COD MBR is sweaty though. In Garena it is. It's not sweaty anywhere else. Just because it's sweaty doesn't mean it's competitive. There's a very distinct difference between sweaty and competitive. Sweaty just means that people are trying, and in COD and BR, people trying means, for the most part, camping in buildings with Trapmaster, hopping in a tank every chance you get. Competitive means it's even across the board, and there's a higher chance that the better players will come out on top. Trust me, bro, this time patch notes probably going to be something like nerfed M16. Oh, I already saw they nerfed the SPR in the patch notes, so that was obviously the one that everybody was asking for, you know? Thoughts on Rainbow Six Siege mobile leaks? Is that official, or do you agree with Ferg's new vid? Yeah, let me watch Ferg's new vid. I was actually gonna watch it. And I never got around to doing it.
There's a lot of noise going on in the mobile community right now, so I thought it would be a great idea to give Call of Duty Mobile 5 things they need to do to survive and thrive. And oh, is there some juicy ones? Let's get into it. First honorable mention has to go to a third-person multiplayer game.
Number one, why do you need honorable mention? Why do you need an honorable mention in 5 recommendations? Just say the actual number of recommendations. And also, this is a terrible idea. We don't need a third-person shooter game mode.
Warfare 2, Call of Duty released in 2009. This mode existed. It's obviously not good enough to put in the top 5, but I had to say something about it, as when I played it as a kid, it was a ton of fun.
That's an L idea.
Do I even need to say much more? And lastly, a rank that reflects the top 500 or maybe top 2,000 players in the game. I'm not talking about a little glow around the legendary badge. I mean, it needs to be its own rank entirely. I'm just saying, if you want rank to be active, this is what you do.
I think that ranked, because they did like the top 5,000 gets a calling card. Nobody pays attention to calling cards. Like, there's got to be some sort of actual rank. I think the rank should be top 5,000, because that's what I feel like most games do. Either like a top specific percentage or a top specific number get that rank. I think that's what it should be, rather than just giving a calling card.
Okay, now for the real top 5. This might surprise a lot of you guys, considering I'm actually retired from being a professional player and have been for quite a few years, but there needs to be more tournaments. One big grand tournament a year isn't really enough.
I would say give the community
quarterly events to play in, and then add all the points that they've got.
Yeah, it needs to be like an actual year-round event rather than
championship finals.
A 2-month event.
More events simply means more activity in the scene. Number 4, the ability to customize your private matches completely. I'm talking about playing any mode at any time, like prop hunt, being able to choose what loot can be picked up. That would be a W. Snipers only.
That would do so much for content if you could like customize the loot pool. That would be awesome.
Match would do nothing but a world of good for the game and keep casuals like myself.
Why is he giving us N845 gameplay, the freak?
This might actually get me some heat, but it's my personal opinion. Persistence, trip mines, thumpers,
trip mines are fine.
Anything that lowers the skill gap should be banned from
trip mines are trash as it is anyway, but the rest,
every single Call of Duty ever. There's always a list of banned weapons that are not allowed in the competitive scene, and to be honest, the community all really agrees with it on console and PC, so why not on mobile? Okay, now for the last 2, and also my favorite 2, theater mode. I've spoken on this before a couple of years back, but the scene has changed rapidly since then, and I think it's a good time to pick it back up. Back in Black Ops 1, there was a mode called Theater, where you could go in and watch your recent games, cut clips up from them, and basically
I don't feel like that's that big of a need, to be honest.
That was a feature in 2010, and it's not a feature in 2022 is kind of odd. You'll be able to clip your craziest moments.
And actually, I'm pretty sure this exists. Can't you go back and look at your VODs? I'm 90% sure they have this.
But the number 1 spot has to go
Maybe I'm tripping.
Bring the OG zombies back. We're talking November, December.
We don't need OG zombies. We don't need OG zombies. We don't need OG zombies. There's a reason nobody played. They took it out of the game because nobody played it. OG zombies is not going to save COD Mobile. It's only for privates? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that is true. Yeah, that's true. OG zombies. No! OG zombies was removed from the game because nobody played it. We need OG movement. Why do people say that? OG movement was terrible. OG movement was so bad. The current movement is way better. I don't know why people think that. Watch the complete vid. There were 18 seconds left. He was just going to talk about zombies for 18 seconds. There were definitely, I agreed with part of the top 5. I don't know why he had honorable mentions for a top 5 and recommendations, but sorry, I meant to say overrated. Oh, okay. Tell them to quit adding stuff from Modern Warfare 19. Yeah, I'm not really in charge of what they add and don't add. Yeah, OG movement was terrible. Have you seen the balance changes? Yeah, we can look at the balance changes as well. Let me find the channel. There it is. So this is from Leakers on Duty. I don't know if there's... Okay. Here we go. So Leakers on Duty dropped the balance changes, or at least the partial balance changes. Last time, they dropped in 2 different segments. So the first balance change, which nobody asked for. SPR, damage to hands and abdomen reduced. That's got to be one of the stupidest balance changes I've ever seen. Literally, marksman rifles are so useless as it is. Why are we nerfing another marksman? Like, nobody asked for that. Next, we got a buff to the HVK. I think this could potentially be a game changer because as it is, the HVK is really good. If that's like a significant range increase and it says range and damage adjusted to improve long range time to kill. If they give it like actually good long range time to kill for the HVK large cal, that could be it could be lethal, but it might just be for the base HVK. So ICR, headshot damage, range, and base damage improved. That depending on the base damage change and depending on the ICR damage or the headshot damage, sorry, could also be a game changer. Realistically, I don't see it becoming meta because as it is, the Kilo is already a base 4-shot and has a faster time to kill. If they're not changing the rate of fire, the only way it would really change it and give it an advantage over the Kilo is if the base damage was increased to like be able to consistently 3-shot to the chest, which I think would make it broken. So I don't really hope that happens. M4, headshot damage, arm damage, and accuracy improved. It didn't need an accuracy change. It's already ridiculously accurate. And then lastly, the katana is weakened. Don't know what that means. It's a W, but like at the end of the day, melees are still a 1-shot to kinetic armor. So the biggest issue, I would love for melees to just, I don't think they all need a 2-shot, but I don't know. Melees are just annoying to me more than anything. That's it for the patch notes, at least for now. Why only katana? I don't know. Only OG snipe animation was good? No. When season 3? Like 10 days, right? Something like that. Bring back OG drop shot and crouch spam? No, that was an L. Bad take. I think with melees, just make them 2-shot, but give them faster attack speed, you know? Check Twitter for Rainbow Six Siege mobile leaks. Let's see. Rainbow Six mobile. I don't see anything. I am confusion. I don't see anything. Hello? Am I missing? Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for right here. I don't know how you like current movement. Current movement is it is the best state of movement. Like, give me an actual argument for why any part of the old movement was better. Crouch spam could be abused like crazy because we're on freaking 12-tick servers. No. Nothing about old movement was better. Thoughts on Blacklist versus Tribe? Tribe would win. Bring back OG weapon sounds. And once again, L-Take, the weapon sounds are fine. People literally only complain because of recency bias, or the opposite of recency bias, whatever that's called. I think what they mean by weakening the katana is reducing overall damage. There's no way they decrease the damage. Yeah, old movement didn't have... Old movement made no sense. Old movement was not good. Quit speaking nonsense, chat. They should allow us to bunny jump again. I don't think they need to do that. Need lightweight perk buff from 5% to 10%. So just revert it. Cali sticks will replace katana for sure. It depends on whether they one or two shot. I'm curious if it'll be like a fast attack speed melee. All right. Literally everybody in my chat saying old movement is good can't tell me a single thing about why it was good. Nova looking good this year. Yeah, I've seen they've been doing good at doing well in tournaments and things. Thoughts on the lack of big names in comp scene and lack of official tourneys? We talked about this earlier, but they just need to run more tournaments throughout the year rather than just having like 2 months of actual stream tournaments, you know? Hope they'll bring OG aliens. Do you mean zombies? We need tactical sprint? No, we don't. Tactical sprint is not necessary. Might be like a faster boxing gloves. Oh, I hope not. Old movement was good because we could abuse the mess out of drop shot. How is that good? There shouldn't be like abusable movement mechanics. If they're gonna nerf katana, they might as well nerf kinetic too. Huh? Thoughts on Vague's improvement over the year? He's good. I don't know what you want me to say about that. Old movement was broken. Jump spamming, crouch spamming, prone spam. Yeah, no. Old movement was an L, and if you disagree, then you're just mad that you can't abuse anything. Metalcore says opinion. Yes. Bring back Dead Silence and Alert. We have Dead Silence and Alert. What? Sunflower with the 11 months. Bobby, you know I have to ask him merch. I'm sorry. I might do it. I'm trying to think when would be like a good time. I mean, I guess there's never a bad time to drop merch. I don't know. I'm going to try to be more efficient with how I use my time the next couple of months. Rewards for leaderboard players? Yes, absolutely. Metalcore with the rookie tier membership. I appreciate it. Can we get some member hype in chat? Metal, are you going to play Apex? Actually, I think Metal might be exclusive with PUBG. If you're going to play Apex, let me know. Nah, we need a Dead Silence buff. I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it. Which is better weapon, Hades or Man-O-War? Probably the Man-O-War. They're going to buff the ICR and M4. Okay, that's what I thought. Hope they'll be usable. Yeah, they might be a little bit better. Am I excited for Champs 2022? I will be excited for Champs 2022 if they announce more events. If they don't announce more events, then it's just the same thing that we have every year. Obviously, it is exciting that they're going to have a LAN event, but I need more, you know? Nerf red perks? I think you buff every red perk to make persistence less usable. Let us know if COD M responds to you about this stream. Will do. Do you think Call of Duty Mobile is dead or won't get better? I don't think it's dead. I just think that I think there are scales. I think there are scales of casual and competitive. And I think the casual one keeps going up which makes the competitive one go down even further and further and further. And I think right now the competitive
Nerf persistence by making it a green
just
perk.
laying on the
This
ground
makes you
at this
choose
point.
between a quick fix and cold-blooded, or just completely remove it.
I think remove is a good option. So I think like competitive's just laying on the ground and casual scenes thriving, but casuals don't stick around, you know? If you want to have an actual community, you can't just ignore the competitive side of things. That includes ranked, that includes esports. I think the death of ranked is what has led to esports losing a lot of its interest as well. Devil Hunter with the 40 rupees. Hi Bobby, love your videos. What's your favorite skin? The Bobby skin. What do you think is the reason they won't nerf persistence? I think they probably... So Timmy is the ones that do all the balance changes. I think Timmy looks at the numbers. They see, oh, this many players are using persistence. If we nerf persistence, all of those players will be mad and stop playing the game. But they only look at the usage percentages, and they don't look at the actual sentiment toward the mechanic in the game, which, if you especially look at the people that are dedicated to the game, is all negative.
All right.
Nerf sniper hit flinch to stop hardscopers in SND.
You want snipers to have more hit flinch? Just learn how to use smokes. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Cheaters in Apex Legends Mobile is disgusting. Yeah, hopefully they get a solid anti-cheat put in place soon. I've seen a lot of hacker clips recently. Calling card for the top 5,000 sucks. Yeah, I initially was excited for it, and then I realized nobody cares about calling cards. Top 5,000 should have its own rank. I think that would be a good one. Present movement is good. Meta's good. Only problem is by the time COD developers have fixed the issue, many have already left. I think you got to look at, like, you can have both of those being good, and at the same time, like, you can have great movement and gun meta and the game still not be fun because of other mechanics, you know? COD still has 892k players every week, which excludes iOS users. Well, you can look at the COD Mobile daily users. It's, which one is it? Is it this one? I don't think this is it. No, this isn't it. Is it active player? I think this is it. Yeah. Will this load? And apparently this is only for Android, but like you can see the, and I talked about this in the other video. February 20th, last 30 days. I'm curious if this gets updated soon with the February or with the March 20th statistics, because that's going to be, I don't think this changes, but like once a month. I'm curious what these numbers are going to look like after the release of Apex Mobile. I think that's going to be what's very interesting, because you can see, like, ever since November 30th, 2020, the numbers themselves have been going up, but it's all casuals. So they should just take persistence out of the game completely. It's not really fair for people who grind without using it. I don't think they need to take it out of the game. I think they just need to take it out of ranked. Like I talked about earlier, like, you can't have every aspect of the game catered toward casuals. There's literally no separation between ranked and pubs other than that ranked doesn't have bots, you know, and has specific modes. After legendary, they should have mythic rank. Sure, I'm all for it. I don't care what you call it. Just give us a rank for the top whatever number. Replace score streaks with kill streaks. That would also be a W. Replace persistence with kill chains, where kills using score streaks are unaccounted for. Plot twist: that site is run by COD M. That would be funny. Wonder how's the playtime now? How many people are actually playing the game for a good amount of time? That's the other thing. That's the other thing that I think would be interesting to look at. They increased points for legendary and nothing changed. Well, yeah, that's because they increased the points for legendary, but you still, whenever the rank gets reset, go back the same number of points before. So rather than going back to pro tier, you go back to master tier. So they didn't actually change anything unless you're starting the game from nothing. They didn't actually change anything by adding a new rank because you still only need to get the same amount of points to hit legendary. I think that was one of the most underwhelming things. I tweeted that I think every rank season people should get reset back to 0, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he said that. Oh no. People would actually have to play the game a significant amount to reach legendary? How would we survive? Quit asking me to watch Sano's video. I saw it. They should add control to ranked. If they fix control, I would be down. But as it is, it doesn't make any sense that control is 20 lives in a 5v5, whereas in 4v4 they run 30 lives. I think control could be a good rank mode, though. Your opinion on how Indian teams will do in a LAN event? That depends on how much they practice. I don't see anybody doing better than Insidious, but I could be wrong. Control would pretty much be TDM. Yeah, exactly. What happened to Bobby Talks? I think it'll be coming back. If they don't remove persistence from rank during stage 1 and 2, I swear this game's going nowhere. I'd be willing to bet money they don't remove persistence during stage 1 and 2. Are you aware of Valorant's rank system? I think COD M should make it like that. I don't know how it works, but I'm assuming it probably works better than COD M's. They should fix matchmaking. I don't think they need to change matchmaking. I just think they need to make it so that ranked actually ranks people. You know? Like, imagine a rank system that ranks people. That'd be crazy. Mind-boggling ideas. A ranked system ranks people? Dun 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 dun. Do you think the game's on a downward or upward trajectory in terms of player base? I've said this a bunch, but upward for casuals, downward for competitives. Thumper Nerf? Yeah, fortunately, nobody in ranked actually knows how to use the Thumper, but I'm really tired of seeing the Thumper in green in tournaments. I think just ban the Thumper from competitive. Ranked from 5v5 to 4v4. I think that would be fine. I don't think that would really change all that much as far as rank goes, though. I think that would make it less frustrating for skilled players. So at the end of the day, a W. But why is hard scoping a thing? It's a sniper. What else do you do with it? Yeah, I don't know why people complain about hard scoping so much. Just run smokes, like, you know. All right. Why aren't they removing persistence? Cuddle, you already asked that, and I already answered that. Most people would rather run the Katana, the Thumper. That's true. 4v4 is boring. Only people that say that are the ones who have never played or watched 4v4. People just assume 4v4 is going to be boring because they've only ever played 5v5. I've never seen someone who's actually played a competitive 4v4 event say, "Oh man, this is so much more boring." Do you think it's a good idea to buff snipers and reduce hit flinch? No, they don't need to be buffed. They're fine the way that they are. Do you think Multiverse of Madness will be better than No Way Home? I don't know. I'm excited for it. Looks really good. If a certain perk's removed, the player base could decrease, so COD M developers do nothing. I just don't think anybody would quit COD Mobile because of persistence being removed from ranked, you know? I'm not saying they should delete it from the game, just delete it from ranked. That's all you gotta do. 4v4, 250 points in ranked? No, definitely not for ranked. I think ranked should always be 150 point hardpoint. Because at the end of the day, COD Mobile is it's a mobile shooter, and people want games that can fit into a shorter period of time. For that reason alone, I think rank specifically should always be 150 point hardpoint. Valorant rank system has top 500 in a specific rank, and only top 500 can go against the top 500. I don't think you should do that for COD Mobile, because the top 500 don't play enough to be able to fill queues like that. But I think like top 5,000 would be sufficient. We need an exclusive legendary blueprint for the top 100 leaderboard. I think that would be great. I think that's a good idea, but that would make too many casuals angry. Oh, I don't want to have to learn how to play the game. Deleting things from the game will always have short-term consequences, but have long-term benefits. Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue, is the wanting to build up the short-term numbers and not thinking anything about the long-term consequences of it. React to Ferg's new video. If you're talking about the 5 things that he wants in the game, I'm pretty sure I've already reacted to it, unless he dropped another one today, which I don't think that he did. Yeah. We watched it earlier in the stream. Please, some respect to normal people. I have respect for normal people. I'm not saying you should penalize normal people. I'm saying you should reward people for being good at the game. So it's basically a fight between new players and OG players. That's what it feels like. And it shouldn't be that way. I think... What are your thoughts on COD M buffing persistence? You get 20% more points if you use it. Like I said, if persistence is in ranked, I'm just not going to play ranked. Q9 versus Tribe, who wins? That's a good one. I don't know. On land, that would be really, really fun to watch. Nerfing persistence, shotguns, and zigzag movement would make the game better. Shotguns are not an issue. Shotguns are fine. Have I always been a morning person? No, I'm actually a night person. My body has an internal clock, so I wake up at the same time every single day. I have my alarm set for 7:30 a.m. and every single day I wake up at 7:25 before my alarm goes off. Higher time to kill would be good. Yeah. Come to Garena legendary rank and you'll know what I mean. I literally just hit legendary in Garena. Literally all the shotguns disappeared once I hit Grandmaster, which was interesting. There's so many shotgunners in Master, and then when I got to Grandmaster, they just disappeared. And also, shotguns are still not broken. They're just annoying. That's all that it is. You're the only streamer who can't win against persistence? It's not true. I win against persistence all the time. I just don't enjoy it. Just because I can win doesn't make the game fun. iPad players should get their own queues. Right. That's a great idea. Thoughts on the women's pro scene? I don't know. I don't really watch it. It's the movement. Yeah, I think the zigzag movement. I don't know which update they did that in, but that should be reverted because it's like impossible to hit somebody that's like, you know. That's the one thing about current movement that I think could be changed. Would you wake up at 7:25 a.m. even during Ross night grinds? Honestly, yeah, because I had like 8 a.m. classes, so I'd like sleep for 4 hours, go to class, go home, sleep another 4 hours. How do you think COD M should fix the rank system? I talked about that a while ago. Do I watch anime? No. Why don't you watch female comp? I don't really watch any comp if I'm not watch partying or commentating. When's the Skyla Rose Red Lucky Draw coming? I don't know. Reduce the amount of throwables? I think throwables are fine. I think they should buff trophy systems, though. I would be down for that. Apex ban system is very good. I reported a hacker, and the system sent me a message about banning the guy in like an hour. Really? What about the one dude that like made it to master with a 1500 KD or something? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Everybody kept posting screenshots of it. This dude made it to master rank with a 1,592 kill death ratio. He is just better. Made it to master rank and it only took him 30 levels to do it. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. Maybe it's an anomaly though. Make snipers 2-shot weapons. That might be the worst suggestion I have seen in this entire stream. I think it is. I think that was the worst suggestion in the whole stream. Congratulations. You get a prize. Thoughts on the new Batman movie? I think it was good. In my mind, any Batman that ever comes out, I'm going to compare it to The Dark Knight. And I don't think it can really stand next to The Dark Knight. The biggest argument for it that I've seen is that it's more realistic. I don't know when our standard for superhero movies became realism. Like, if you're going based on the comics, it's vastly less accurate than the comics. So, like, if you want to make Batman realistic, then just, like, don't make him Batman and make him a vigilante. Like, I don't know. Pattinson's acting was good. I mean, I'm not talking about that. Yeah, his acting was good. I'm talking about, like, the writing in the actual movie itself. I'm not saying that Christian Bale's a better Batman than Robert Pattinson. I'm saying the actual movie itself. Nerf Melee's auto-aim? Yeah, true. What do you think about Ferg's latest video? I think it had some good suggestions. I didn't agree with all of it. CODM should increase hardpoint to 150. Hardpoint's already 150. Muhammad with a gifted sub to Ghosty. Appreciate it. Can we get some sub hype in chat? Overkill? I don't think Overkill's ever coming to the game. Little B with 24-month sub. Appreciate it. Can we get some sub hype in chat? Little B, are we playing? We're playing Apex? Oh, HP is in health. Oh, I would be down for that. I'd be down for that. Thoughts on next season? Will it be a game changer? Unless there's more to the patch notes than I've seen, then no, I don't think it's going to be a game changer. Do we get a third? I mean, I can probably find one. Oh, there's Marshy. There we go. Bill will forever be the best Batman. I don't think he's necessarily the best Batman. I think Robert Pattinson definitely crushed it with his role as Batman. I think Christian Bale was a really good Batman. But honestly, I felt like more than anything that the villains made the movies, especially for the last two. Make weapon, make 5 shots to kill. I mean, that's what 150 HP would do. That's honestly a good idea. That's kind of big brain. Like, we don't actually need to increase the time to kill. Just give it 150 HP. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I might have to tweet that one. Big brain. Instead of decreasing weapon TTK in CODM, just change HP to 150 instead of 100. credit Trovo chat. Go like that, chat. That's a great idea. Oh, wait, wrong screen. That's a great idea. I love that. Fake was taken with a gifted from Mo. Appreciate it. You ain't playing BR anymore? Nope. Wait, so is Marshy down to play Apex? Ben Affleck, best Batman? I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even watch that one. I didn't even watch that one, so I can't really give an input on it. Can a streamer be sponsored by multiple different games at the same time? Yeah. As long as it's not exclusive for one of them. Muhammad with the gifted to cuddle. Appreciate it. Yeah, the freak. Okay. It's the chat idea, not yours, Bobby. Jinden, did you not see the second tweet, you dingbat? Did you not see the second tweet? What was that notification? Thought you said COD M, not Apex. I said we were talking about COD M. Bring back adrenaline and take out armor plates. Yeah, L idea, ratio. Terrible idea. Terrible. Literally, nostalgia is the only reason that people like adrenaline. Outside of that, there are zero legitimate arguments for adrenaline being a better health system. Terrible idea. Thoughts on Godlike versus Nova? Who wins? I don't know. Add stim shot. LOL. Vanguard has 10 attachments. Do you think this will be good in COD M? Nah. That is true. You would need to, if you increase HP from 100 to 150, you would need to buff snipers, but I think also make the lethal zone smaller. You think NYSL is going to win against Rocker and Ultra next week? Yep. They're going undefeated the rest of the stage. Regions ranked according to esports teams. China greater than NA, greater than Garena, greater than Japan, greater than India, greater than EU, greater than LATAM. I think you have EU way lower than it should be. I would put EU in between Garena and Japan. And also, I'm not sure. I feel like China and NA are probably like close to equal. Tough to say though. Why is plate system better than adrenaline? Because it takes out the RNG aspect of the game. It's so much easier to find plates than it is to find adrenalines. And also it adds another skill level in the ability that you don't have to like complete the entire plate animation before getting back into a gunfight. Plates are better than adrenalines in every way, shape, or form. Bobby, do you think I will succeed by analyzing pro games and tactics? I think more people should do it. Aerith's title is COD M is dying. Oof. Oof. Oh no, is COD Mobile dying? Question mark. That'll pull the viewers. I think they should give at least one extra attachment for either movement or accuracy. Once again, I don't think that attachments are at all the most needed change in COD Mobile. I'm just gonna tell Little B call when you're ready to play. Hey Bobby, I love you. I use your character skin because I'm a big fan. I think they should at least give one extra attachment add-on for either movement or accuracy. Feel like the player base is burnt out. Yeah, I definitely feel that way. I agree. Make no sock not count as an attachment? Well, that would be kind of Then everybody would run no stock. Biggest org in COD M right now. As far as orgs that actually have signed teams, probably Tribe. It also depends on how you define biggest. Like Nova probably has more followers than Tribe, but also most of the orgs that are like gonna be involved this year haven't signed teams yet. I don't even know how many followers Nova has. Oh no, Tribe has way more. Why did I think Nova had that many followers? Yeah, Tribe, I guess. Make red dot site not an attachment, but it's an attachment. Do you know that Q9 and Blacklist recently scrimmed and Q9 smoked Blacklist 3-0? I mean, yeah, that's not super surprising. Based on followers, Godlike has the most? Do they really? I mean, if you're going based on like Facebook followers, then it's Blacklist. Honestly, realistically, probably Blacklist. Blacklist International. I don't know how many they yeah, they've only got 91 on Twitter, but they've got like over 1 million on Facebook. Where did Bolo go? Tribe. BR should add something to make you heal in zone. What? COD was more fun when QQ9 was meta. QQ9 meta was literally not any more fun than any other meta. Make a permanent game mode with no score streaks and no operators. I mean, if it has bots, it's still not going to be fun. More rocket launchers, please? Yeah, no. Can we expect COD M2 after the release of Warzone Mobile? Guys, Warzone Mobile is COD M2. COD M2 was never an actual title of anything. COD M2 was like the temporary name holder that we had given to the new Call of Duty title that was in development, which has now been announced to be Warzone Mobile. There's no new multiplayer game coming for Call of Duty that will be on mobile. Cordite and HG40 were best meta. Cordite meta was trash. Anybody who doesn't think so doesn't remember it correctly. HG40 and KN44 were the best metas. Will Warzone Mobile have multiplayer ranked? I literally just explained this. Oh my gosh. QXR was the best meta? No, QXR was freaking busted. What? You could cross map with an insane rate of fire SMG. No, L take. Will OG Zombies come back? Highly unlikely. No version of Zombies has ever performed well in Call of Duty Mobile. They've already said they want to optimize the game better for low-end devices. Nobody played Undead Siege or Zombies like a month after it was released, so no. Dave with the tier 2 sub. Can we get some sub hype in chat? How come Warzone Mobile will have ranked MP? Please tell me you're being sarcastic. It won't have multiplayer. COD Mobile will be the only multiplayer. There's no new multiplayer coming. Warzone Mobile is just Warzone Mobile. Warzone Mobile is a battle royale game. 150 players drop in. Only one can survive. Anything else? Anything else? Any other multiplayer games coming to mobile? Some people have talked about Rainbow Six Mobile, but I think they were trolling. Holger meta was best? No, Holger meta was not fun. How bust is the Mag 10? Nobody knows yet. I would guess that it will probably be. I can't think right now. What was I talking about? Oh, I think the Mag 10 is probably going to be like an upgraded MSMC. MX9 best meta, L-Take. Warzone mobile map is similar to Verdansk, which might be on Warzone 2. Yep, that would be my guess. Probably like a modified Verdansk, basically. ASVAL was the best meta. ASVAL was never meta. I personally love the Fennec Shorty meta. Sure you did. Mag 10 is probably like the Fennec. Well, given that the Fennec and the MSMC are pretty similar, yeah, seems likely. They should decrease the number of bots in BR. Yeah, I guess. COD needs to add the Tundra or the Swiss. I don't think they're... I've said this. I would be perfectly happy if we had like 6 months straight where we didn't get a single new gun in the game and it was only focused on improving the actual game itself. I would be perfectly happy with that. Because, like, especially as a content creator, when they add a new gun to the game, that means one video and that's about it. Like, outside of that, doesn't really impact my content all that much. ASVAL was meta right after QXR meta? No. ASVAL has never been a #1 option in Call of Duty Mobile. It's been maybe top 3, but it's never been a #1 option. After the QXR meta, wasn't it Fennec Holger after the QXR meta? Fanny, did you fart? Thoughts on me dropping out of school? Why are you dropping out of school? Can we remove streamer mode? Is the bug fixed? I said a while ago, streamer mode does pretty much nothing to protect you against the bug. How is Vox going to do on LAN? Well, the Japanese competitive scene is still all iPads, so I wouldn't anticipate they're going to finish top 5 unless that changes sometime soon. Comp scene should have 4 regional qualifiers where they have a point system, and top 8 highest points per region should have playoffs, kind of like the NBA playoffs. And top 3 teams should be representative of that specific region, kind of like how they do stage 4. They should make separate lobbies for persistence users. Y'all's solutions are way too complicated. Just remove persistence from rank. You want to have separate lobbies for one specific just remove persistence from rank. That's all you gotta do. What if they add TPP in Warzone Mobile? I will just shame them until everybody plays FPP. Simple. You forgot vitality in the case of orgs? Okay. Unlucky already shifted to iPad after stage 5. Yeah, let's run it. All right, guys. That is going to be it for the YouTube stream. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll still be streaming over on Trovo. If you guys want to come hang, we will be playing some Apex Legends Mobile with Marshy and Little B. Hope you guys did enjoy the stream. If you have any more suggestions, feel free to drop it in the comments after the stream ends. But that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, follow. And I'll see you guys in the next one.